Okay, guys, I want to be sure that this is being recorded. So for some of our members who cannot actually be part of the meeting tonight, so they'll be able to go through the recordings much later to see what we have to offer. So if you can hear me, you can see my screen. Type in 222 on the comment box. So right now I've pulled out Euro card, and like I said to some of the members in the group, what we allow to trade in the Blue FX platform is actually the London section and the New York section. And you know, the London section actually, if you come to Trading View, so first thing I always advise people to do when you get to the Trading View platform is to make sure that you check your time zone. So you just go to Trading View, check your time zone, and be sure that you're trading according to your time zone. So whichever country that you are, make sure you have an account with TradingView. This is tradingview.com. So if you go to tradingview.com, you'll be able to open a free account, and we use this for analysis while you just pull the trigger on your MT4. So quickly, what I usually love to do for any pair I want to trade, any pair I'm looking at, like right now, I'm looking at the Euro card for this Asian section. It seems to be going bullish and trying to break the market structure. So I always love to do my top-down analysis on any pair that I'm trying to trade on. Even before I pull the indicator I've been talking about on the WhatsApp group, I want us to look at how do I do my top-down analysis on any pair that I'm actually looking at. So first of all, I love to always go to my daily time frame. On the higher time frame, I love to identify my most recent highs and most recent lows. Most recent high, most recent lows. That will enable me to know if we are in a ranging market, if we are in a trending market, or whatever trend or whatever market that we are currently in. So for the Euro card, I'm going to draw down to my, first of all, daily time frame. And the next thing I always love to do is to pull out my line chart. Whenever I'm trying to identify my most recent high and most recent lows, I love to pull out my line chart to see clearer, because this will show you the closed candlestick, removing all the areas of hesitation, all the areas of rejections, and showing you only what we call the closed candlestick. So that's why I love to pull out my line chart. So when I get to my line chart, the first thing I love to do is, where is my most recent high? So if you look at the line chart now, here is my most recent high. So I take a line tool and identify it. I would love to make this a little bold, okay, so that I will know that this is my daily. This also stands as just normal support and resistance, which I believe that we are all traders here and we know what support and resistance mean. So the next thing I want to do is where is my most recent low point in my line chart. So as soon as that is identified, another thing you can do is to label. If you want to at least have a differentiate that, you can try to label it so that you know that this is my most recent high and this is my most recent low. Very simple. Hold on, guys. Okay, so you can do that. What I do is I say this is my daily support and resistance. My daily support and resistance. So whenever when I go down to the smaller time frame, I know that this is my daily support and resistance. So I love to always mark that with a yellow line. So immediately identify my most recent high, most recent low. On the daily time frame, I drop down to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, it's just to help me know where is the support and resistance, because guys, this is actually what's going to help you to know where the market is moving, where the market is heading, so that you don't get faked out, you don't get to panic. Whenever you're picking your trade, you pick your trade with confidence in the market. So here on the line chart, I'm going to identify on the 4-hour time frame. I also want to identify my support and my resistance. So how do I do that? I click on the sharp points on this line chart, the sharp edges on this line chart. Now this time around, let me make this maybe another color so that to separate the daily and the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so what I do here is I click on the sharp points which represent the close candles. So I click on the sharp points. Okay, let's do that very quickly because of our time. I don't want to keep everyone on the call for a long time. So when you click on your sharp points, you see that these are points that price has respected multiple times. Either it has acted as a support or area of resistance. So my sharp points here, it makes it much more easier for me. So when I do this on the line chart and I drop over to the candlesticks, it makes it much more easier for me to identify the market structure. Okay, to identify the market structure. All right, let's keep it stupid simple because that's what we are here to do. We are here to learn how to actually kiss the market and keep it stupid simple. Very, very simple. Awesome, awesome. Boom. So I've identified my daily support and resistance, which is the yellow line. I've also identified what? My 4-hour support and resistance. Now, it doesn't have to be very accurate, but the most important thing is, you see, this line has been respected here as resistance. When they broke, it turns to a support rather. When support breaks, it turns to what? Resistance, support. Okay, resistance. So if once you've identified that, the next thing is to pull out your candle. Yeah, guys, you're going to see how all these align. All these I've been able to analyze on my line chart. You see the way the candlesticks and everything align with my support and resistance. That's they agree with my area of support, my area of resistance. Guys, if you're getting some value, I want to see to send some comments. I want to see, be sure that everybody can actually hear me. Okay, great. 222 on the comment box if you are having some value for your time tonight. So let's move on, guys. One thing I also love to do is to identify my trend. Are we in an uptrend or a downtrend? So most of the time, I love to use my 1-hour time frame to identify the trend. If you drop down to your 1-hour time frame, okay, so right now it's very clear. I can see that we're coming from an uptrend. Okay, we're coming from an uptrend. So let me grab this week, which is the outer week. Okay, I can see we are coming from an uptrend, but I would rather do this so that I'll capture the entire market, because one of the things I love to do as a trader, I always love to trap price so that price does not catch me unaware, because it's also advisable to ensure that you're trading when there is actually no high impact news. So what I do is sometimes I go to investing.com. When I go to investing.com, I want to see if there's any high impact news as at the time I'm trying to trade. Okay. So let me just show you guys that quickly. Some of you might be using Forex Factory, but I love to use investing.com, which is a platform also that tells you if there's going to be any high impact news, if there's going to be any low impact news. So you know that you are trading at a time that there is no 3-bull news. So, okay, while that is trying to load, I think my internet is a little bit slow tonight, but let's see. Okay, so while that is trying to load, like I said earlier, I always love to track my price. So looking at this trend line I've drawn below, you see that we are actually in an uptrend. We are coming from an uptrend, but it looks like we have a retracement. We have a little bit retracement here. Okay, hold on. So we have a retracement here also. So I also want to trap my price from top. Okay, because I call this bottom or top to bottom or top whatever analysis. I love to also trap my price this way so that I'll know when price is actually breaking above any of this trend line. it helped me to identify, are we actually moving in a channel? Right now I can see that we are moving in a little channel here. Okay, if you look underneath, you see price has been respecting this zone, this particular zone. What's going on with my computer? Let me see. Say, let us kind of drag in, but just a moment. Just a moment. Yeah. Okay. So I want to trap this to show you guys that there's a little channel here that price has actually been respecting. To push this a little bit. Okay. So I want to be able to make sure that this purchase this week here is considered. And also you see price has been moving in this little channel for a little period of time. So I know that when price breaks out of this trend line, we are in a downtrend, and when price breaks out of the outer trend line, we are actually proceeding with the uptrend, which has actually which Euro card here has been for a little while. So the moment I trap my price, I've identified my support and resistance on the daily time frame, on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, guys, the next thing I want to do is to pull out my indicator. Okay, so the indicator I've been talking about on the platform is called the 20 pip and dip indicator. Guys, look at this. Look at these guys. Now, this indicator is very powerful. It's currently making wave around the globe. We have over 16,000 members already on this indicator, bagging the pips every single day. Now, when I pull out my indicator, the indicator have a moving average, which we call the full 50 moving average exponential, okay? That's the EMA. So we have the full 50 moving average here, then we have a low and high swing breakout, which is your support and resistance. So if you look at this up here, printed here is our what? Is our resistance. So whenever price gets there, price is resisted and it bounces back, okay? This is area of hesitation, area of what? Rejection, area of rejection. So this is our what? Our support. This is our resistance rather, and underneath, which is a green one, is our support. So literally, this indicator prints out the support, the resistance. It also have market structure. What is market structure? It is our most recent high. Okay, it tells you the most recent highs, which is a higher high, and it also tells you the lower lows. Okay, the higher high, the lower low, because this is an uptrending market. So it literally prints out everything, and also have indicators. Look at the trigger candles. Since you are in an uptrend, you see the market, the indicator is actually indicating when to buy, which is telling you that, oh, guy, this is time for you to buy. There's going to be a buy trigger candle. There's going to be a sell trigger candle. But what I always advise my family is that whenever you see that the candlesticks are above the 50 moving average, do not look for sell. Look for only buys opportunity, because that's telling you we are in an uptrend. So if you're looking for sells, that's the mistake that most traders do. They look for sell when you are in an uptrending market. Now, I did a video that is called the sniper entry. Now, the sniper entry actually talks about where can I get into the market? When is the best time to get into the market? You get into the market at pullbacks. So let me take off the indicator for a while, just for a few minutes. Now you can see you are in an uptrending market here. So if you're in an uptrend market, when is the best time to get into the market? At pullbacks. Okay, you get into the market at pullback. You should not. This is a pullback here, guys. This zone is the pullback. You see the market pushing higher, you see momentum. What we usually have, market moves in 3 ways. It's either going up or down or consolidating. So if you see that there is a push to the upside, you see there is a push to the upside like this. Okay, there's a push to the upside. Just a moment. Let me remove this drawing so that it becomes a little bit clearer. Okay, guys, so you already identified that you are in what? In an uptrending market. An uptrending market. So the best time to get into an uptrending market is when there is pullbacks. You see this? This is an area of pullback. This is also another area of a pullback. So there will be a momentum, and after the momentum to the upside, the market will pull back. The market pushes to the upside and pull back, creating what? Higher high, lower highs. Creating another higher high, lower highs. The market pushing up again and doing what? Pulling back. So this is how to identify that you are what? In an uptrend. So when you pull out your indicator, which is a 20 pip and dip indicator, when you pull it out, already the indicator have the moving average showing you that we are in an uptrend. So what I usually do here is to go to the settings of the indicator and do what? Take off the selling opportunities. I just take off the selling opportunity. So I'm only looking for what? The buys, because we are in an uptrend. I'm only looking for what? The buy. So whenever the indicator prints buy, so let's take this particular candle, trigger candle, for example. Let's take this particular trigger candle, for example. This candle I've marked here. You see, the indicator has printed a buy for you. So what you do is you mark that candle on the 1 hour time frame. I usually ensure that I do that on the 1 hour time frame. Then I drop down to the 5-minute time frame to get my entry, my sniper entry. Okay, guys. So when I see that on the 5-minute time frame, we are still in the uptrend, so immediately I pick my MT4. Let me identify that candle. Okay, we have that trigger candle here. Market a little bit dragging. Okay, let me zoom out so you guys can see exactly what I'm showing you. This is a very, very powerful tool and very convenient to use for beginner traders, for professionals, for folks who have been trading for a long time. This is like a job made easy for everyone. Despite the fact that I have this indicator, remember I still did a top bottom-up analysis to show you that you can actually identify the structure yourself, and everything aligns with the indicator the moment you do that. So you see the trigger candle I marked on the 1 hour time frame. If you drop down to the 5-minute time frame, you can see. Now, based on the fact that this is a 20 pip and dip indicator, what we do is that we capitalize on just 20 pips for any currency pair that we are looking at. So if I was to trade Euro card when this particular trigger candle was printed, what I do is I drop down to the 5-minute and wait for the candle that closes above my 50 moving average. As soon as the next candle, which is this particular candle here, that closes above the 50 moving average, what do? I pick my MT4. First of all, I take my long measurement tool. Okay, I drop it on that candle. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to take, where is it going to be my take profit? Okay, I measure 20 pips, because for every currency pair in the market can actually give you 20 pips every hour of the day. So you can capitalize 20 pips, which is ratio 1 to 1. That's always my most recommended risk to reward ratio. Okay, so I want to take 20 pips here to the upside. Okay, and I also want my stop loss to be 20 pips, because this is a 20 pips in depth analysis. So I take my stop loss to 20 pips. Now, another thing I love to do is to ensure that my broker spread is also covered. So if the spread is 2, or if your spread is 3, I always make sure that that is covered. So I can take my TP to maybe 22 pips if my spread is just 2 or 3. So that is also covered here. So if you look at this, the moment that trigger candle was printed, price actually shoot up to what? To hit my TP. That is awesome, guys. That's awesome. Okay. So one other thing I love to do is to also ensure that I have what is called the ADX. Now, guys, if you want to know what is the crowd sentiment, do we have the bulls or the bears in charge in this market? I love to use an indicator called the ADX. Now look at my chart right down here. This indicator is called the ADX, which is what? The average directional index. The average directional index. It actually shows you, are we in a bullish market, or is the bears that actually are in charge? So whenever you see that this green line is above here, that automatically implies that you are in a bullish market. Okay, I'll teach you how to get the indicator. It's very simple. If you're on trading view, just go to indicators right up here. You go to indicator and you type the ADX. It's called ADX and DI. This is it right here. So when you click on it, you can actually change the settings. Okay, when you click on it, you can change the settings, you change the color. I always love to leave the level at 25. So I know that when the green line crosses this 25 line, that is the white line here, okay, I know that the bears, or rather the bulls, are in charge. Okay, when you have the green line above the 25, the bulls are in charge. Okay, and when you have the red line here above, you know that the bears are in charge. So we are in either a bullish market or we are in a bearish market. So, but whenever there's consolidation, you see that neither the green nor the red line is actually above the 25 level. So this is one of the things I use to also, I use it as my own multiple confluence to make sure that I am very, very sure and very, very certain of all the analysis that I am doing. Okay, so guys, this indicator is actually free, and I'm going to share with us how to get it free. But first of all, you need to have an account with TradingView. You need to open your account with tradingview.com. Make sure that you have a free account, because you will be invited with the TradingView platform. If you guys can hear me and you have been learning 1 or 2 strategies so far, please, I want to see 333 on the comment box tonight. If you have been actually getting some little value of your time, I've been getting little value of your time. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Awesome, 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 awesome. Now, one of the last thing I'd love to talk about before I show you guys how to actually get this indicator, I'm going to talk about the pivots. One thing you should always consider whenever you're trading, you want to know, where are the banks actually coming into this market? Where are the banks pumping in money? So that you will know when there's going to be a breakout in the market. So I love to pull out what is called the pivot point standard. Still, you find that on your indicator. This is a pivot point standard. Usually I want to change it to the daily, and I want to be sure I'm using the traditional settings. So instead of leaving it at auto time frame, I always love to change it to the daily. the daily time frame. So on daily basis, this is what we call the intraday strategy. You want to be sure where is the market going or where is it coming from. Okay, so now this pivot is actually based on the standard, the banks, the institutional order flows, what they use to identify, or rather where they come into the market and when they exit the market. So right now you can see that we are having this candlestick here sitting on a pivot point. So for the intraday strategy, what I do is that I know whenever the candle is sitting on a pivot, I can take a buy entry. And when I take my buy entry, where am I going? Very simple. If I take a buy entry here, okay, if I take a buy entry right on this pivot, I want to take it all the way to where? To the next pivot point. Guys, if you pull out the pivot standard to your charts, you see that most of the time price respects these pivot areas, because that is where the institutions actually come in. That's where they pump in money into the market. So if price is expecting this next pivot point, if I see that the next 1 hour candle is starting above the pivot point, I will make sure that I move my stop loss to break even and take it all the way to where? To the next pivot point. But if you see that the price is unable to break this pivot point, what I do is I take it down to the next pivot point. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So let me put all these multiple confluences together for you to see how they align. Okay, let me put all these multiple confluences together so you see how they actually align and they help us to kill this market. So remember, I said, first of all, whenever I'm looking at any pair, I go to what? To my daily time frame. When I drop down to my daily time frame, I always want to have this on a line chart so that I will identify my most recent high point and my most recent low. Very simple. Now I'm going to do that very fast. Okay, I'm going to use this as my most recent high point. Okay, and I'll use this as my most recent low. So once I've identified my most recent high point in the market on the daily time frame, I just want to change the colors to make it more visible, more visual. So this is all I do on the daily time frame. Okay, let me push this down a little bit. Most recent high. Now, the moment I've identified this, I drop down to my 4-hour time frame to get my support and my resistance. My support and resistance on the 4-hour time frame. Because of time, let's do this very, very fast. Very, very fast. Okay, now on the 4-hour time frame, I would love to make this a little bit thin. So what am I looking for? Sharp points. What are the sharp points? These sharp points represent closed candlesticks. These are areas that market has respected. These are areas that market has respected. It has reacted as support and what? Resistance. Guys, you don't have to complicate issues. You don't have to complicate your trading. All you need to do is to keep it stupid simple. Keep it what? Stupid simple. Kiss the market every day with the 20 pip in-depth indicator and you get your 20 pips. Guys, you can bag 100 pips on daily basis with that because you analyze your market, and when you're getting into the market, you are super, super sure of what you're doing. You're not panicking when the market pull back on you. You're very sure of what you're doing, okay? You're very, very sure of what you are doing. So this is all I do on a daily and a 4-hour time frame. So I identify my trend. Are we in an uptrend or downtrend? I drop down to the 1-hour time frame. Now, on the 1-hour time frame, I can actually pull back to my candlesticks pattern. Do you understand? I pull to my candlestick pattern. I take my trend line What are we in? Are we in a downtrend or an uptrend? And clearly I can see here we are in an uptrending market. We are in an uptrending market. So what I do is I also try to trap my price from the top as well. I trap my price also from the top, so that I know when price is breaking out the uptrend or the downtrend. When there is change in structure, I will know. Okay, so the moment I identify my trend like this, there's also what I love to do. I drop down to my 30-minute time frame, then I identify my area of hesitation. Okay, I call that the zones. Where is the area that price has respected multiple times? And how do I know those areas? I look at the wicks. Okay, I look at the wicks to know the areas that price has respected multiple times. So I identify those areas of hesitation, areas of rejection. Where has price been and price bounced back multiple times? Okay, I call that my zones. So I push down a little bit. On a 30-minute time frame, it becomes usually very, very obvious. So you can see the wicks. You can see that price has hesitated in that area. So it doesn't have to be too much. Identify maybe 2 or 3 of this area of hesitation. And when I pull my 20 pip and dip indicator, most times it's aligned with my analysis to confirm that the analysis I've done on this currency pair actually is accurate. Okay? So once I do this, I've identified my daily support and resistance, which is the yellow line. The blue line also stands at what? My 4-hour support and resistance. So whenever price gets to my 4-hour, I know there's always going to be a reaction in that zone. It bounces back. Very, very simple. Kiss the market, guys. Do not complicate your analysis. Just keep it stupid simple. So if I pull my 20 pip and dip indicator, guys, look at this. This is awesome, guys. This is awesome. Now look at this zone that I drew right here. This zone is also being printed as what? As area of resistance. Do you see that the indicator also respected everything I've printed here? And I did this on a naked chart. I did it on a line chart. Even without looking at the indicator, you can see it is respecting my zones, respecting my area of hesitation. So whenever price gets to that zone, I know there's going to be a reaction. So now you can see that we are in an uptrending market, and just this morning, price has crossed above our 50 moving average, above the 50 moving average. Price has already crossed there. So here, what I do is whenever I see that there's a candle opening above the 50 moving average, I just mark that candle up like this on my 1-hour time frame, okay, or 30 minutes time frame rather. Then I drop to my 5 minutes. I take most of my entries on the 5-minute time frame because I always capitalize on my 20 pips most times on the 5-minute time frame. So once I see that on the 5-minute time frame, we're actually on an uptrending market, what I do is I take my what? I take my long two. Okay? I take my long two. Then I mark that candle, okay, measure 20 pips upward because we are in an uptrending market, 20 pips. Then I also measure 20 pips down because this is ratio 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, 1-to-1. Very simple, guys. And I go to my MT4, market execution. I don't need to be looking at the candle and be panicking. You know, most of the traders, you go to your chart, hey, am I actually in a drawdown or am I already in profit? You don't need to do that. Guys, I can do this, close my PC and I'm out for the next 1 or 2 hours. Most of the times I come back, I've already backed 20 pips. I look for another pair. So what you can do is if you have done this, your analysis already, you move to another pair. Okay, you move to another pair and You do what? You analyze the next pair you're looking at, and you hit your market execution. It's as simple as that, guys. So far, if you have questions on the 20 pip and deep indicator, if you love what you're seeing, I want to see some comments. If you love what you're seeing, guys. If you love what you're seeing, guys, if you have questions, I want to take 1 or 2 questions, then I'll show you guys immediately how to access this. Guys, can you hear me, please? Okay, if you have questions, if you love what you're seeing, if you love this indicator, you can't wait to lay your hands on it. So easy, so cool. Excess multiple confluences. So guys, if you look at what I was talking about now, I want you to look at the top, the bottom of my screen. You see the ADI. The ADI is also confirming that what we are in a bullish market. The ADI right here is confirming that we are in a bullish market. So you can see that this is like multiple confluences. The ADX and DI, the 20 pip indicator, all is multiple confluences. Guys, you can see already this is moving to my favor. You can see that we are already 5 pips in profit just by this simple analysis. We are already 5 pips, over 5 pips in profit, and it's heading to our TP. And we are in a live market right now, so you can see that everything I'm talking about is actually very, very correct. That was why I wanted to do this Zoom call on a live market so that you guys can see. Just within a few minutes analysis, we have almost hit 20 pips. And one thing about your BlueFX account is that you don't have much of the leverage. Okay, your leverage is very small, so you need to make sure that when you're pulling the trigger, you are actually pulling your trigger to hit the market. Do you understand me, guys? You're actually sure of your analysis. Okay, you're very sure of your analysis and you're sure of what you're doing. So guys, if you have questions, please, I want to be sure if there is anybody that have question about this indicator. So very quickly, to access this indicator, you actually need to be part of our community. You need to be part of our community, which is called the Trader. Now, currently we have over 16,000 traders around the globe in this community. Over 16,000, guys. Let me show you how to access the indicator very, very quickly. How to access the indicator. Guys, if you can hear me, please, I want to be sure everybody can hear me. I want to be sure everybody can hear me. So the Trader community is actually something that's currently paving ways and making wave around the globe. Okay, let me show you here in a group where we actually drop signals most of the time. Okay, we are over 16,000, guys. Guys, look at this. Look at this. We are over 16,000 subscribers. This is huge. This is huge. These are guys who are actually using the indicator, generating profit every single day of the week. Last week alone, with this indicator, we had over 1,600 pips that we were able to bag. Over 1,600 pips that we were able to bag. So this is actually remarkable. This is awesome. So you are going to have access to all these signals. I'll talk about that just shortly. You have access to all the signals, but this is the platform where you can access the 20 pip and deep indicator. It's called the Trader. I'm going to drop the link on the our WhatsApp group so that you sign up and have access to all this. Now, guys, let me shock you. The 20 pip and deep indicator is actually just a bonus to what this company has to offer. It's just a bonus. It's just a bonus. look at what you are going to have access to, guys. You're going to have access to a full-blown academy, trade academy, that will teach you from basic to advanced, from basic to advanced. You're also going to have access to the trade alert, which I just showed you on the Telegram group. We are about 16,000 members here. Guys, if we are not killing the market, people are not going to be this much. Where we have about 16,000 members. Okay. So you have access to this academy. You have access to the trade alert. The most importantly, what I love most is our live trading section. Now, every day from Sunday to Monday, from Sunday to Thursday, rather, you have access to live trading sections with our team, where you can actually analyze most of the pairs that you are looking at. We have all the pairs markups for you, and you would have access to all the markups to follow the live section. So we do the London section, the New York section, and the Asian section. Right now, as I speak, the Asian section is actually going on, where you have access to that free as well. So the indicator is also going to be a bonus mark for you. You have access to the indicator, which is a 20 pip and deep indicator, which I've just analyzed to you guys. So if you want to be a member of this group, guys, it's just going to cost you 99 bucks to have access to everything I've been mentioning, everything live. You have the live trading sections. You have all the trade alerts sent to you, like this Euro card. Also, you see today is 15th, and the Euro card is actually one of the signals or the pair we are looking at to benefit from. So you can see this is a signal that was sent just today, Euro card, and we are already in profit with this already. Okay, the company does the analyze the market for every member of the group and send out the signals to you. So you not only have access to this, you also have access to everything that is available. The 20 pip and deep indicator will also be made available for you. We have our lead trade house on WhatsApp, where you can actually be part of as well. Okay, so the fundamental analysis will also be done. Fundamental analysis will be done, market forecast, everything will be done for you guys. So the indicator is also free, like I've mentioned earlier. It will be sent to you on your TradingView account. So if you go, for instance, if you have been invited, you go to the indicator, you see invite only script. You just go down to this invite only script, you see that you have been given the indicator right inside here. So that is all the benefits that you're going to have for just 99 bucks, guys. 99 bucks. Daily live sections are called out. New York section, you can be part of the London, the New York sections. All that is available right in here. It's available right in here. Now, guys, I'm not forcing anybody to be part of this. I just want to share the opportunity for folks who are interested to be part of it. Then just 99 bucks. You have access to the live trading sections, the daily alert, a full-blown academy. If you are a new trader, you have access to the full-blown academy that teaches you from basic to advanced. All the Fibonacci, all the Elliott wave, support resistance, intraday strategy, all that is in your account, in your back office. So you have access to all that as well, okay? So guys, I don't want to waste much of your time. This is just a simple introduction to the 20 pip and deep indicator to show you guys that you can actually access this for free. Now your 99 bucks is going to give you all the services I've mentioned, the academy. You have access to our community on Telegram. You have access to a community of guys. Now, if you look at here, you see on daily basis, we analyze charts. Currently on the Asian section, we are looking at the UJ. So you can see that these are traders actually communicating on daily basis, sharing trade idea, looking at the 20 pip and deep. What pair are you looking at? What is your analysis on this particular pair? So you have a community. You're not left alone. You feel among, you feel carried along and all that. And this is actually awesome, guys. This is awesome. You have all the support that you need even on the platform here on Telegram, and also your back office loaded with all the information that you need. You have access to the 20 people and deep, all that is available for you. So guys, if you love what you're seeing, like I've said earlier, we are not actually forcing anybody to be part of this. We're only showing you what is available. And if you wish to be part of it, shoot me a message on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on any of the platforms that we are connected, and I'll be glad to assist you. So if you have questions, please, guys, if you have questions, you can go ahead and do that while we end this section.
Hello, Rufus.
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. I just want to find out. I dropped a chat on the group. The $99 is it subscription based every month?
Yeah, the $99 is every month, but there's something you can do. There's something you can do if you are able to actually share this opportunity with 3 traders who love it and sign up. You get you get access to everything I've been mentioning for free. You get access to
Okay.
everything for free. But you need,
Okay.
yeah, it's just 99 bucks for you to have access to the trading platform, which is the 20 people and deep indicator will be given to you free. You also have access to the live trading section. Right now, as I speak, the Asian section is going on. So I need to end this Zoom call so that I'll be part of it, where we analyze all the pairs we are looking at for the week. We do that Asian section, London section, New York section. So it's awesome, guy. All the way, you are not left alone. That's the community is just the remarkable part about this opportunity. Then you also have access to the alerts. Okay, the company does all the alert and send you signals. Already for today, we have a Euro card sent to the platform. We have over 16,000 traders in this platform. So if we are not killing the market, guys, it won't be this huge. The community will not grow this fast. Can you hear me?
Yes, I got it loud and clear. Thank
All
you.
right, all right, all right. So thank you guys. I'll make sure the recordings are made available for whoever that is interested. Shoot me a message on WhatsApp, on Facebook. You have all my details, and we'll take it up from there. Thank you and have a great night.